It is said it's just...
A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball. Eli Becerra is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Digging in to try it again, William Brisbaugh. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Hit out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So coming to the plate, Daniel Bowers, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 0-1, here it comes. 1-1. Gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready now for Baltimore, Fernando Medeiros. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter.
Stepping up to the plate, Smokey. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. McCallum gets his lead at first, nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. The 1-2. Fouled off. And this is is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away. Ready for another shot now, Fernando Medeiros. He singled his last time up. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2 popped up. Smokey takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. Into the box, Peter Valenzuela. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 0-1. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of it? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance. Smokey. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Hard hit ball to short, and that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Digging in, Landon McKnight. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 2-1 home. He's running. Soft liner to the left side. In there, a base hit. The throw to third, but too late, and he's safe at third.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Designated hitter, Duncan Norwood.
Popped him up.
All right, get off the bag. See if it falls. See if it falls.
Alvarez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Now at the plate, Greg Cortez, and their runners at the corners now.
Greg Cortez.
Swinging a soft liner, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base.
Ready now, Smokey. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Good job.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Has a look, now the pitch. And there he goes towards second, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. And now a throw to first, and they got him. Never really had a chance with it. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Juan Medina. He has the possible go-ahead run only 90 feet away at third base. Hit hard on the ground to second. A throw to the plate. The tag, and they cut down the potential go-ahead run at the plate. Coming to the plate now, Smokey. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Bowers will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Afternoon base. Roberto Ortiz, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
3-0 to him now. Sheely, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, that ball was hit hard. Good job.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, Dero. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hit right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Morales is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out. Into the box now, Duncan Norwood. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games. 0-2, here it comes. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat. Stepping in, Mason Allen, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. He'll go to the bag, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Digging in, the switch hitter, Smokey. He reached on a single in his first try. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer. Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Smokey. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base. So digging in now, Landon McKnight. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Runners going. Now a bunt attempt here. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out in the inning. In now, Smokey starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And this pitch is inside, and he can't find the zone all of a sudden. 3-0. Three and one.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Fouled away. The payoff pitch one more time. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike three. 9-1 is the way this one ends. The O's get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Digging in, Smokey. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Smokey.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Lays off 2-2 now. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch. Striding in, Elvis Morales. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Sharp ground ball to third. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this digging in, Smokey. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Ball and a strike.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
In the dirt here, and boy, he didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first. The 2-1 home, and this one's tapped foul at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Striding forward now is the DH, Duncan Norwood. He singled his last time up. Sanchez at second. Smokey at first with no outs. Hit well on the ground to first. To second for 1. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Smokey. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Alvarez scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a big moment here, and standing in, Elvis Morales. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Sent on the ground out to second. One there, on to first as they get the double play to get him out. So back to the top of the Yankee order, digging in, Smokey. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Chased a sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready on 1-2. And the changeup is way low that time. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors for the Yankees to this point. Still even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Powers shading to his right. And the inning is over. A 1-run game this afternoon. 3-2 the final finish. New York used a nice. From the city of So striding forward now, Smokey. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Gutierrez, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2025.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. So next to the plate for the Phils, Troy Sirota. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. To his right. Smokey. Throw gets him. 2 down. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing. It looks like the focus and concentration is when he has runners in scoring position.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies strand. Stepping into the box, Adrian Marquez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Marquez.
Now the payoff pitch home. Sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Next for New York, Smokey flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard to short. Reyes fields it cleanly. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Ready once again, Smokey 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Two and 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Diaz. And that's the 3rd out. So they go. Digging in once again, Smokey. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Marquez has a play. And he brings it in on the warning track. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Cody Reyes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Cody Reyes.
Here's the 0-1. Iced hard on the ground. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Now in the box, Smokey. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. To short, hit hard. Scooped up. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Digging in now, Smokey attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Three and 2 now. Landon McKnight would be next if they can keep this inning alive.
On the bag,
Shot
on the bag.
weakly to the left. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it's certain. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Emil Navarro. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Philly down to their last strike. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. Throw on to first, and the Yankees have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. Time for baseball on the Riding into the box, Smokey. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Diaz over to his right, and that's the 3rd out.
Leading off for the Phillies, second baseman, Miguel.
To the right side. He'll get to this one in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the 1st out. Stepping in, Smokey. He flew out in his last at bat.
Smokey.
First pitch on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone.
As a fellow once said, the only...
Digging in and looking for more, Smokey. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Very rarely, Matt, you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout. Riding in once again, Landon McKnight. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Line towards center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Cody Reyes. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
1-1-1.
Ball to second. Smokey. There. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Emil Navarro. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends.
The center fielder, number 55, Roger Fernandez.
1-1-1. This one hard the other way. He's got it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are. Now at the plate, Smokey comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Landon McKnight. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys were looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Now batting, Duncan Norwood. The 1-2. Runners on the move for second. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed. And with standing in, Miguel Caballero.
Bottom of the ninth, second baseman,
The 2-1.
Miguel Caballero.
Hit hard on the ground. And gloves it. The throw. He's out. At the plate, Smokey. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll be back in standing up. Here's the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Liner towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half. Standing in, Smokey. He doubled his last time through. Here's the first pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Cody Reyes. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Popped him up. Smokey is under it. He makes the catch, and the winning run is left. So stepping in, Emil Navarro. The winning run is at first base.
Emil Navarro.
Now the 2-1. One attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. It's time for base. Digging in now for the Yankees, Smokey. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit high. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7. And a slider that time as this ball's hammered to deep left field. And that is the definition of a mistake pitch there as this ball is gone. A home run.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back.
Up next for Chicago, Ralph Peterson. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Ralph Peterson.
On the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Digging in for his second at bat, Ray Torres. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hard on the ground to second. Smokey, who is right. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they nearly bat around here. At the plate, Smokey. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike one.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Bases are empty, one man out. And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away. Into the box now, Smokey. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
A ball and a strike now. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Landon McKnight waits on deck. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Landon McKnight. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Settling in now, Smokey. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The 0-2 once more. And it's fouled away. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
2-2 the count. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. Now to the plate, Landon McKnight. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Before the 0-2, a look to first. And the runner back safely. Runner goes for second. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ross giving chase. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. The relay. And a good decision on the throw as he is meat at third base. Now at the plate, Smokey comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Slow bouncer to the right side. But that one rolls foul. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. And that one just missed outside.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike three, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Look.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that... A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The New York Yankees led this game from the third inning. Saturday night baseball. So striding in, Smokey, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
2-2 pitch just missed. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Landon McKnight, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And that one is gone! Stepping up now, Ron Muser. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Right side, hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Luther wrong.
Here it comes on 0-2.
1-1.
Toward third. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, nice effort by the third baseman right there to slide and try and knock that down. That ball was hit.
Coming to the plate now, Marshall Allen. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Gone the ground up the middle. Reined in. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with... Now at the plate, Smokey. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. On the season, Smokey is, get this, slugging over 700. That's a number almost unheard of, so if you can help it, don't miss any of his at-bats. 2-0 count. The pitch is in there for strike one.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Grounded back up the middle. Torres loves it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop. Ready now for the White Sox, Ray Torres. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Toward second. Smokey is there, and that's the second out. Digging in to try it again, Luther Ross. He reached on a single in his first try. Now here it comes. The inning as it's sent out to second. Smokey up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. No run. At the plate, Byron Muser. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win.
Stepping up to the plate, Smokey. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Low for ball 1.
Well, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
3-2 now. Drilled to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks.
Throw won't get him. Smokey leads off first with one away. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And again a throw, and the runner back. He's running again. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. The 3-1 pitch. Runner breaks for third. Softly hit toward the hole. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Ready for another shot now. Smokey, a hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He takes a knee-high fastball.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Now another 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and there were 2 down. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Yankees rode an important 6th inning. Afternoon baseball set to come your way on a fine afternoon on the south side. Into the box, Smokey, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Hit hard on the ground to second. And there's out number 2. Ready for another chance. Smokey, he got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Well, definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full, 3-2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
And here's a changeup in there for a call. So coming to the plate, Smokey. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strike? And it's the pitcher that makes the play to... Now at the plate, Smokey. He's 0 for 3 to this point, so not the game he was hoping to have as he continues his quest for a batting title here in the season's final month.
But I expect him to slap an amazing at-bat right here. Last at-bat of the day, potentially. He works a knock right here. It could jumpstart him for the next couple games.
The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Two and 2. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full. 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Fouled off. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. Digging in, Smokey struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. Coming to the plate now, Landon McKnight. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Runners off for second, and he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together. Into the box now, Ron Muser, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Hit hard on the ground to second. Smokey is up with it. Throw on to first, and the Yankees have come in here and finished off a 3-game sweep as this one is over. 6-2. The final. MLB Network coming your way. Stepping in, Smokey. He's got that average way up into the 330s to begin the day. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Up onto the porch and gone. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Dallas Stevens. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Towards second. Smokey over to his left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no. Ready now, Pedro Garlobo. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Pedro Garlobo.
0-2, here it comes. Swung on and grounded out towards second. Smokey Lee. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Smokey. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. So digging in now, Greg Cortez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Walks yet. Here's the delivery. Looped out towards short. And there are two away now. In now, Nick Ray. Runner.
Nick Ray.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Up next for the Rays, Dallas Stevens.
Shortstop, Dallas Stevens.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Ball hit on the ground is short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Digging in, Smokey. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Outside, 3-0 now. Fouled away. Benoit might try to make a play on it. The 3-1. Popped him up. Benoit waits on it. And that's the third out. Striding in, Nolan Cortez.
And leading off for the Rays, right fielder, Nolan Cortez.
Line to the right side. But this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out. So striding forward now, Dallas Stevens.
Shortstop, Dallas Stevens.
In the inning as it's sent out to second. Smokey takes on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game. Digging in the switch hitter, Smokey. He's got 2 hits on the day, and in the heat of the race for the batting title, that's exactly the kind of line he wants to have.
But you see the look in this guy's eye when he comes to the plate. 2 hits isn't enough. He's getting greedy up at the plate. He knows what's at stake. He wants a batting crown.
High pop-up. Blue calls for it. 2 gone. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top baseball for you on it. Stepping into the box, Smokey watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, Pedro Garlobo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Pedro.
Towards second. to his left, Smokey, and that's out number 1. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ned Carlson, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hard hit ball to second, backhanded. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. Next for New York, Smokey. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Digging in, Smokey. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
In that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And a dive, but he's back in there. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Garner should have room. And he brings it in on the warning track. Leading off the inning, Ned Carlson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far. We're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs. This would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from a...
Ready once again, Smokey. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Swinging on 2-0, and it's chopped foul at the plate. The 2-1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. McCallum, base runner at first with 1 out. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And this pitch is swung on and missed. And the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes. 2 away. Digging in once again, Dallas Stevens. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Up the middle. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done. Now in the box, Smokey. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard down the left field line. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. The next 0-2. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Garner has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. In now is the Yankees DH, Duncan Norwood, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Comes set with the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a clean base hit. So he gets off the schneid, as they say, and is now 1 for 5 in the game.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, Dero. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts, but right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
All right, halfway. That might
Swing and a fly ball, but shallow, and that's not going to do it. Blue backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Striding into the box, Nick Ray. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Ray.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. This is line to left. Well, this is right to him in left, as he hardly has. This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. Tanner. MLB The Show has baseball. Digging in now, Smokey. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, Dero, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first, but both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Smokey. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch. And it's fouled away.
This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. McCallum stands at first with 1 out. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Stepping in, Landon McKnight, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick. Now at the plate, Smokey comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And this one is gone, a home run. So as we check it out one more time, remember that. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Zane Garner. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. To second for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Smokey will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Garner moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. He flew out in his last at bat. Side. Smokey has it. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Pedro Garlobo. He singled his last time up. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Victor Gonzalez. Here now the 2-2. Smoke toward the. He goes to first. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional. Now batting, Smokey. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Tapped out in front of home. And quickly there are 2 away. At the plate, Smokey. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Count is 1-2 now.
I always say hit is a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now. So here's the cleanup hitter, Landon McKnight. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Ricky. Rain falling here in the tri-state area. Now at the plate, Joey McCarty. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Right fielder, number 2.
Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Stepping in for the Jays, Chad Abraham, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And on the ground out to second. Smokey. And there's out number 2. Standing in, Smokey, who was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. From the belt, the pitch. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1.
Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Standing in, Joey McCarty, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the payoff pitch home. It's a swing and a high pop-up. Shinjo is there. But the second baseman calls him off and makes the... Stepping into the box, Smokey, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set and the pitch. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in now for the Yankees, Smokey. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And this will be fouled away. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Popped up. Whitehead has a play. He's got it 1 away. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Joey McCarty. He flew out in his last at-bat. On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So stepping in, Smokey, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
1-0 the count. Now the 1-0. Line toward the gap in left center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first. Next to bat for Toronto, Chad Abraham, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Toward second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. At the plate, Vinny Whitehead. He singled his last time up.
Vinny Whitehead.
1-1-1.
Up the middle. Smokey to his right. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Toronto Blue Jays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never. The show is on the air. Into the box now, Smokey, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. Well, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump.
And the catcher grabs it to retire. Digging in for his second at-bat, Joey McCarty.
Joey McCarty.
2-2-2.
Bouncer up the middle. Fielded. A bare hand for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Sam Wheeler. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Sam Wheeler.
1-1.
1-1-1.
Hard on the ground to second. Smokey scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Settling in now, Smokey 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. The bouncer to the left side. Santana is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So striding in, Jared Rodriguez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Towards second. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Now at the plate, Smokey. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Joey McCarty.
Joey McCarty.
Hard on the ground towards second. Smokey with it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Joey McCarty.
Joey McCarty.
Sent on the ground out to second. Smokey cleanly, and that's the second out. Coming to the plate now, Smokey. And even though we discussed his power hitting prowess earlier in the broadcast, we haven't gotten to see it on display so far in this one.
But every time this guy steps in the box, he's one swing away. If he misses over the heart of the plate, I promise you this ball's leaving.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Jays get the win on the heel. Afternoon. Stepping in, Joey McCarty. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Toronto, right fielder, Joey McCarty.
Hit out towards second. Smokey takes it in. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Stepping up now, Smokey. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will... Digging in to try it again. Smokey, he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
3-0 now. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Up next for the Yankees.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Landon McKnight, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Standing in now for the Yankees, Duncan Norwood, and he does so with 2 gone in the inning, but with the bases loaded. This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base. So stepping in, Smokey, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
This is worst case scenario for the pitcher. As the offensive player, man, smile on your face knowing you're sitting fastball right down the middle.
Line toward the alley in left center. And he will get there to make the running. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Jacob Leslie. And their runners at the corners now.
Leslie.
2-2-2.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up on the backhand. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like at the plate, Smokey. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers. Hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the second deck and gone. Ready for another shot now. Joey McCarthy. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Joey McCarthy.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Smokey, we discussed earlier how he was one of the league's best power bats, and he's lived up to that reputation with a blast earlier in this game.
And you can just tell how confident he is in the box, hunting his pitch, not coming outside the zone or expanding it. I would expect him to put another good swing on the ball right here.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled away. He'll try it again, 3-2. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
14, Landon McKnight.
The 0-1 on its way. Ground ball right side. They get the force at the plate. Relay to first is too late, so no double play, but no run scores. Stepping up to the plate, Duncan Norwood, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Duncan Norwood.
1-2, here it comes. Softly hit out towards short. The second for 1, on to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score. Into the box, Patrick Shields. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Now the 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. There's 1. On to first, a double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff.
So coming to the plate, Chad Abraham. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Abraham.
Ball sent back up the middle. Smokey, the middle. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that in.
Now batting, second baseman, Smokey.
Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Rodriguez over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance. Gilberto Santana. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Grounded to the right. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage. And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. Closing in on first pitch this evening from Bryant Broussard. The D.C. native will be on the mound to start here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Love it. Racing back. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Ready to take his hacks again. Smoking. He'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Norwood on at first. Nobody out. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He's running. Good on the ground to third. The tag gets one. On to first, and they get the double play. Digging in, Greg Cortez, runner in scoring position with two gone. Runner goes for third. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Up next for Chicago, Corey Lovett. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Hit sharply on the ground. And there are 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, Smokey. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Smokey.
First things first, here's a throw over. Runner back safely. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. And a fastball just a bit up. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
High in the air out to center field. Lovett has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's no. Now at the plate, Corey Lovett. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 2-2. Back up the middle. Backhanded. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw in time, and the side is returned. Go the White Sox. Ready now for the White Sox, Jermaine Daly. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. The 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. One there. Back to first, but it's right by him. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Into the box now, Smokey. We discussed earlier how he was one of the league's best power bats, and he's lived up to that reputation with a blast earlier in this game.
And you can just tell how confident he is in the box, hunting his pitch, not coming outside the zone or expanding it. I would expect him to put another good swing on the ball right here.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Maynard in foul ground. And he brings it in on the warning track. So a big moment in the ball game here. Smokey, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first as they get the double play. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game. Striding forward now is the DH, Gene Blank, and he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Hit out towards second, reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready now, Smokey. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Missed with a slider. The 1-1. It's a high drive to left. Back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone!
Baseball is really...
Stepping in, Scott Parr. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sent on the ground out to second. Smokey. He was left. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Smokey. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Brannon is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ray Davis. He drew a walk his first time up.
Davis.
Up the middle. To second. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Smokey. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that. So digging in now, Lee McCallum. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Digging in, Michael Shealy. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Pitch popped up. Davis shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. In now, Smokey. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Started that swing a bit too early.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Sanchez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. The 2-2 is taken on the inside corner. Strike three. So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Gene Blank.
Designated hitter, Gene Blank.
Hard on the ground towards short, and that'll be another base hit as it's through into left, so it's 2 straight knocks to start the 8th. Striding in, Smokey. We discussed earlier how he was one of the league's best power bats, and he's lived up to that reputation with a blast earlier in this game.
And you can just tell how confident he is in the box, hunting his pitch, not coming outside the zone or expanding it. I would expect him to put another good swing on the ball right here.
The 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Here he is in his 3rd inning of work out of the pen, which isn't all that common these days. And he's looking a little off right now. These guys aren't used to getting this much work in a single game anymore.
And to score is the runner from third. That makes it a 7-3 ball game.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
So striding forward now, Lee McCallum. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Left fielder.
Stepping into the box, Michael Sheely. He's 1 for 4
All right,
for the game.
hang on. Right there,
Line
right
drive
here.
to left. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Now to the plate, Landon McKnight, who's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And he is in there. Digging in, Duncan Norwood. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Last chance for the Yankees. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Digging in, the switch hitter, Trevor Bryant. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece.
Now at the plate, Smokey. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Smokey.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw is well behind the plate. That's an easy stolen base. Next for New York, Landon McKnight. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get that.
Now in the box, Justin Brannon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Brannon.
1-1-1.
Down to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in now, Smokey. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Smokey.
First pitch on its way. Ball one. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. We'll give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Three-two pitch. Hard hit ball to short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Striding in once again, Marshall Allen. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Marshall Allen.
Comes set, and the 0-1. He's got it. To second. On to first, and they get them both. Now at the plate, Byron Muser, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to keep the 1-run lead. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the ready once again. Smokey, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Sent on the ground out to second. Allen is there, and a good throw gets him, 1 gone. Striding into the box, Byron Muser. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Byron Muser.
Takes this the other way to right. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Smokey. He was a ground out victim last time up. A ball and no strikes.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
2-0 now. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 2-1. Strike 2 swinging. Pulled toward right center field. Ross on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Byron Muser. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Hard hit ball to second. Smokey. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win.
A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.